Thank you, Ekta. Thank you, Ekta, for bringing me up. Good evening and good morning to all of you. Did you hear the conversation about Shikha's journey? Shikha and Sai. It's a wonderful journey. I could observe a lot of change in her mindset and the compliments she got. It's a really wonderful journey. And she also mentioned about sleep. Yes. So do you know, like we sleep around one third of our life, little less maybe for some people. So I'm Doipan, currently logged in from Hyderabad. I'm electrical engineering and studied in IIT Bombay, masters, and currently working in a company, Qualcomm, as a software engineer. So today let's talk about sleep and let's decode how to, bring the best out of sleep. So I'll be sharing my screen. I hope my screen is visible and I am also visible, right? So obviously, so today I request you one thing. Uh, Whatever I discuss, the tips do not apply right away. Otherwise, you might fall asleep in between. Okay. So, in this limited time, I am planning to cover specific topics about restorative sleep, what actually revitalizes us, right? And also stabilizes our emotions. That's also important. So, this will be very interactive, very fun, can I request you, all of you, to show yourself behind the camera because I want to see you guys. I want to talk with you. Please be responsive of the games and quizzes which I play. And yes, I think if you're ready, let's type in ready and let's start. Right? So we'll be decoding restorative sleep. Good. So let's go. Okay. First, let's try this simple poll. Okay. Very simple question. How long do you sleep on average? Over the last few weeks, you can say, and type in A, B, C, D. I'll be watching the answers here. Yes. Okay. A, B, C, 7 hours. C, so 6 to 7 hours. B, okay. Some people are 4 to 5 hours. Maybe you need to improve a little bit. I think that's okay. That's good. 6 hours. Good, good, good. So it's again, I'll talk about that. It's not only about the duration, it is the quality that matters, right? So today we'll be focusing on quality sleep. Yes, so the most of the answers are B and C. I don't see anyone D or A. Well, that's good. Okay, sometimes like the D option. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead, right? Cool. So how the quality of sleep matters or how can you detect? So how you wake up in the morning, how you feel, that can be the, you know, uh, game changer. So you can select like one, two, or three. Which one do you feel? Okay, so two. I can see two mostly. Okay, okay. One and two sometimes. Good. Thank you for honest answers. Yes, so by the way, do answer honestly. One, fresh and energized. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. That's cool. Okay. Right? So let's carefully observe these two pictures. Your mood at wake up can be the difference. The sleep may look the same, but it is our habits throughout the day that can actually hamper or influence the quality of our sleep. If our mobile or laptop is accompanying us during our sleep or just before our sleep generally degrades. Maybe a little bit, but that is observable in a longer term, right? Okay, so one people are giving one, so everyone uh, checks the mobile before sleep. Okay, some people are two. That's really great. Keeping the mobile away. That's wonderful. Okay, let's go ahead a little bit more. So generally, let's say I'll be giving you some situations. So let's uh, read and answer carefully. Okay. So let's say you have finished your work late night, okay, but you didn't get a chance of entertainment. What do you generally do? One, okay. One. Yes. I will also be honest. I'll be sometimes also, uh, checking my mobile if I don't get time. But yes, I'm consciously improving that. I'll talk about it more later. It's good. Okay, nothing. Cool. Cool. So let's go forward. So let's say you have a mildly stressful day. Okay. It is a normal day, but little stressful. What would you do? Let's say A, B, and C, you can type in. I would be honest sometimes. Sometimes, I would go for C sometimes, but it is very, very rare. Consciously, from last 1 year, I am been doing dinner at 7:30 p.m. A, okay. There is no two option A, B, or C. So B, okay. B on to sleep at different times. Yes, yes. So according to work, sometimes we have to go to different times, sleeping time. So coffee at evening, okay. Again, that can hamper our sleep. Okay. So let's see what can you do about it. Right? Have you ever, let's say on a particular night, you missed your sleep, maybe 3 or 4 hours sleep, or you had a late night work and you want to recover it next day. What did you generally do? Would you go to bed early, or would you, try to go to bed at the same time, or maybe a little bit early? So have you felt one sometimes? Okay, two, sometimes one. Okay, same time. That's great. Sleeping at same times is a very good routine. Okay, same time. That's good. Two, two. Yes, I would also like to go for two. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, so let's see this. Have you ever felt any of this? A, B, C, D, E. Let's say before sleeping, you are thinking about something. It might be your work which is unfinished, or it might be something in your family, or maybe throughout the day you are maybe not able to think clearly. Brain fog sometimes happens, right? Or maybe in the longer meetings you're not able to focus. Maybe in the afternoon sleepiness after your lunch you are feeling, oh my god, just a 20-minute nap, I'll be saved. I have personally felt the fifth one. Sometimes if my sleep is bad, I would not recover from workout very easily. People who do gym here can raise the hands, do gym or workout or do strength workout. They can probably relate to the E, right? Yes, AB. Yes, yes. People who are actually, you know, yes. So Paul and Vignesh. So yes, basically sleep actually helps you recover your muscles, right? A, B, D. Okay, A and B. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Different as per situation. I like that answer. That's right. Good, good. So these are all the things. Na, they are partially uh, influenced by our sleep quality, I would say, not just the duration, right? So let's see how sleep can help. If I tell on a broader perspective, it is the main thing. Let's say it helps in our vitality and pain recovery, right? Muscle gain, or let's say you are looking for fat loss. Again, sleep is the main thing. You are getting up early in the morning, you feel refreshed, you will say around 150, 100 grams or 50 grams or even 200 grams less. You will feel happy, no? So sleep quality also helps in fat loss. Sleep quality helps your muscles to look, much better, right? So it boosts your mood also. That's number three, basically. It boosts your mood. It helps in your emotional well-being. And obviously it is, better sleep actually it gets our cognitive health in a better direction. It actually improves the function of our brain, right? So we become more productive if we have a better sleep. Isn't it true? or otherwise we would need a lot of coffees or snacks just to stay awake in the meetings and or work or whatever work you are doing, right? So let's go forward and let's see. Let's understand, dive a little bit more and understand the stages of the sleep. So broadly, there are only three types of sleep. Okay, one is light, one is deep, and one is REM. So before sleep, there is something called pre-sleep or let's say light sleep. You're preparing for sleep. Generally, that is very, very less, 30 minutes, 45 minutes maximum. Sometimes it is 1 hour for some people. And then there is light sleep. And this is the majority of our sleep. It is like more than half sometimes, around 4 hours, right? Then the deep sleep comes. It is around 1.5 hours to 2 hours. 1.5 hours getting there, it's really, really good. So have you experienced something before that you slept very well, 8 hours straight, and you woke up directly in the morning, and you felt the sleep was completely deep? Have you ever felt something like that? Maybe in the past, you can raise your hands, right? So we need to understand our sleep completely. It is not a deep sleep. Sometimes it is also REM sleep and light sleep. So what is this REM sleep? REM sleep is rapid eye movement in between, like behind our eyelids. The eye moves a little bit faster. Again, it is 1.5 hours to 2 hours, right? Here we dream. Our mind paralyzes the body, and that is completely okay, basically, to restrict the movement and very extremely helpful for our creativity and brain health. And the deep sleep part, the stage three here, basically that helps us to rejuvenate our body. And I'll discuss about this more. So let's discuss these two types of sleep, especially in this session, deep sleep and REM sleep, right? So let's see what our body does in deep sleep or the restorative sleep, how it restores us. So basically, our body state is something like this. Our brain waves are low. Low means the frequency is low. So generally, it is not receptive. You cannot wake up somebody, right? The breath rate is low. It is around 6 to 10, generally 7 per minute. You think about 7 breaths, like inhale and exhales in 1 minute. It's very, very slow, and it's also very good for the body. The beats per minute for your heart is low. It may drop below your rest heart rate. It's 40 to 60 maybe, right? And your body temperature also grows low. Muscles are relaxed, and this is the time where actually our glands, our muscles, they rejuvenate. They use up the, you know, growth hormone that is secreted, and basically whatever food you eat, it actually heals all of our physical body, right? Brains are very, very less receptive. It is very difficult to wake up someone in the deep sleep. And if somebody wakes up, you might have woken up, less sleep than before, let's say a little less sleep. You'll feel groggy. You'll find that your sleep is not complete. Because generally, after deep sleep, the REM sleep comes to complete your sleep. I'll discuss about that later. So the majority of the deep sleep happens in the middle of the night, during the first to middle part, right? And in between that, you will find, the second state or the lighter sleep. So light sleep and deep sleep, this can occur alternate, and sometimes REM sleep. But REM sleep will occur mostly in towards the morning time, early in the morning time, right? So deep sleep benefits are largely, physiological. Mostly the growth stages, the muscle building or the fat loss, all these stages, and our glands, the repair, the strengthening of the immune system, metabolic regulation, hormone release. Basically, brain and muscle activity are very lowest at this stage. They are not working. So basically, their maintenance is going on, right? So you need to work on improving this deep sleep. There are many people I have seen when the watches, they restore, basically record the data. it is shown that over the past week, only 45 minutes to 30 minutes of deep sleep on an average. I'm telling the real data of people who have worked till late nights. And generally, it should be 1.5 to 2 hours. If you can go till beyond 1.5 hours, you'll see a wonderful difference in your life, right? Now, let's see what is the REM sleep. It is also called the creative sleep. It's where the dreams happen. It's always the behind the eyelids, the eye actually moves, the eyeballs move, and basically our brain paralyzes our body partially so that we cannot move and carry it forward with the dream, right? So generally near wakefulness, it's like the body state is like very vivid. Dreams, your breathing can be irregular, heartbeat can be irregular, it can go very high or very low, temperature can vary hot and cold. There is something called muscle atonia, slightly paralyzed is there, because if dreams are bad, if we move accordingly, we might have muscle cramps because it is healing. So actually brain has to paralyze the muscles. You cannot move that time. And that's perfectly okay with that. Right? Cool. So let's see what this REM sleep does and how it helps in our healing. Right? So it is considered essential for memory consolidation. Whenever you are reading something, it is in our RAM, or let's say in our volatile memory. Okay. So when the REM sleep is proper, 1.5 hours to 2 hours, it generally goes to a permanent storage. So if you are sleeping less, means the last part of the sleep is less, you might find short-term memory loss. So basically memory and creativity, learning, all these things, our emotional well-being, it is particularly carried forward by this REM sleep, right? Processing the emotions, processing our, mental well-being, everything. And also, as our mental well-being is better, it regulates our healthy appetites also. Generally, it is the last stage, and we should not, make it short, right? So let's see who blocks our sleep, right? Procrastination can be a leading cause of stress in today's world, and given stress cannot be removed from our system, right? So yes, night stress, if you are thinking, overthinking about work, about money, about relationships, about somebody told to us, it hurts our ego, it can cause night stress. And that will actually, uh, get the bad transition to a deep sleep, because lying down, you cannot have a deep sleep. You need to have a transition. And whenever you have night stress, that transition is very bad, right? So generally, when we are also not thinking anything, we are just scrolling our mobiles, again, the transition is bad, right? Any kind of light that is blue or very bright in the night, that is not very good after 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. Generally, I will use blue light blockers in the screen, or maybe this specs you are seeing, it is just a blue light blocker spec. So I, introduce everything basically to block the blue light. And that actually what it does is it reduces our sleep hormone. Our sleep hormone is melatonin, right? And when it reduces in the night, we stay awake, wide awake. And when the food is abused, any type of food, it becomes an addiction. And when it becomes an addiction, it actually boosts more than enough dopamine, or the happy hormone, more than enough in our brain. So what happens is it messes with our blood sugar and messes with our mental health. And basically, it is a major sleep blocker nowadays. Okay, alcohol, caffeine, lot of sugar can also happen here, right? It can be smoking, gaming, TV, anything that is being fed to our body or mind, little bit more, so that it becomes a addiction. So what we can improve? We can start all doing this, some from tonight and some from tomorrow morning. I would suggest you start with your morning with a sunlight, 15 minutes, and evening also sunset with the sunlight again. So soak in, morning workout is always preferred, right? It also supports your body to more vitamin D. It stabilizes your mood, right? And that actually helps you sleep better, right? Great. Let's see. Feel free to take screenshot any slides, right? So our food actually helps a lot in your sleep. And I talked before, right? Food abuse can actually harm our sleep. Also, using food in the right way, it can improve our sleep. The four primary groups, which foods have melatonin and tryptophan sources directly, you can directly add them like the cherries, the sheepish, turkey. Some of them have direct melatonin or tryptophan contents. Some of them has precursors which convert into those hormones in our body, right? So these are extremely important. Complex carbohydrates, let's say organic wheat or khapli wheat, or let's say sweet potato, carrots, beet, all the vegetables and the millets, they are extremely helpful in complex carbohydrates. Some of them are also important in magnesium. It's an elixir of sleep. Magnesium is super helpful in, you know, helping you sleep, basically. And I'll discuss, if you are taking magnesium from outside food, how to take it, right? Along with the three food sources, there is something called herbal teas or adaptogens that can help you in sleep. Let's say you are having insomnia or trouble falling asleep. You can try any one of them. Basically, ashwagandha can help a lot. Passion flower, valerian root, they can help a lot. If you are having coffee, can you switch it with chamomile tea or lavender tea, or let's say peppermint tea or tulsi tea? Ask your coach, have a discussion, and see what suits you, what helps you sleep better. Let's say if you want to take evening coffee, try something, some tea, herbal teas. That will be very helpful for you, right? What else can help? We know like stretching is very helpful for us, right? For me, the best time of stretching for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes before bed, and light stretch, that can help you a lot in your sleep. Okay, what else stretches you can do here? The first one, let's say touching your toes, hamstring and hip stretches, right? Sitting down, touching your toes, again hamstring stretches and your abductor stretches. This is a lat stretch or your side part of your torso, that stretch. This one is your abductor stretch and your lat stretch, right? This one is your back and front stretch, the Bhujangasana or the Cobra pose. You can stretch your neck, you can stretch your hands and arms, right? So all these things basically starting from your legs to your head, you can do this for just 5 minutes before bed and very light. It's not like holding for 1 minute or something. Very light dynamic stretch, that helps a lot. Doesn't take up much of your time. You can have a timer. You can take a screenshot of this, right? Okay, so this is a wind down routine that can help you a lot. 2-3 hours before you sleep, you need to finish your dinner. And after dinner, start walking slowly for at least 10 to 15 minutes. And it can go up to 40 minutes also. That will help you digest the food, right? You can do your remaining work after that. And don't drink too much water 1 hour before your bedtime. You need to turn off screens 1 hour before sleep. As I was telling, it can be your mobile also, right? It can be TV serials also. And if you have bright lights like this, you try to dim it down. Focusing on the dinner, you need to have tryptophan and melatonin rich foods, which I showed in the previous slide. Now, you need, let's say, if you're taking magnesium from outside, I would suggest magnesium glycinate. That's the best for sleep and muscle recovery, right? And magnesium, calcium, and vitamin D, these three, along with vitamin K2, that helps a lot in your sleep. Lot means lot. You will feel the difference in 1 week or so, right? And let's say you want to do something before sleep. You can play with your kids, you can read a book, you can meditate with a calm music, family time for 15 minutes before sleep. That will actually rejuvenate your brain and help you sleep. That is a good wind down routine. If you want to customize it according to your own schedule, talk to the person, talk to the volunteer who came here. You can, have a customized wind down routine. Wind down routine actually is very, very important for everyone, right? Okay, so let's see how far you have learned. Let me test you a little bit. It will not be very difficult. But let's test you. Okay. So can you type in the chat A, B, C, D, or E? What's good for sleep and what's not good? You just type A, yes or no. B, no, let's say. D, let's say yes. So you can type in the chat. Let's see who gets it correct. Okay, let me see this chat also. D, no. A, no. B, yes. D. Okay. So A, no. Okay, comedy show you don't want. Okay, fine. That's good. Yes. B and sleep. C, good for sleep. Yeah, that's okay. C, sometimes. Okay, I like also explain all these things. Yes. Limiting dinner, you are telling. Okay. D, no. Okay, correct. A, no. Okay, that's wonderful. Yeah, wow, Visha Puja. Zoom user. Oh, that's great. Yes. So let me explain also, right? Little bit. So anything having your watching your screens or light, that's a big no. So A is a big no, right? So you can raise your hands if you are correct, basically. And meditation, 10 to 15 minutes. Even if you can do 5 minutes, it's very beneficial for your sleep. But sometimes it can be very boring, no? I can understand. I can give you a solution for that in the next slide. Okay, limiting your dinner, not a good choice, obviously. Let's say you did a workout in the morning and your body demands food. This C is very, very tricky. You need to work with your coach or let's say whoever is guiding you to have the dinner. I always take, right amount of dinner, not more, not less. So this less is not a good idea. Wonderful answer so far. So far, wonderful. Yes, night workout is not preferred, but if somebody has certain time constraints, they can do. But yes, it is not preferred. E, yes, it is a wonderful activity. Little play with kids post dinner, that is really, really good for your health. Okay, let's see what's there. Wait, so I have a friend Rohit. So he's a 35-year-old male. So he's a senior software engineer in our company. Uh, okay, so he likes Saturday night parties. He likes reading thriller novels, but he's really struggling sleep. Can you please help him? Can you please help him? Okay, I'll show him what his habits are. Little bit. You can type what could be better, or is it already better? You can type whatever you want. Let's say. So from 9 a.m., he has a strong coffee, scrolling through his emails. Then 11:30, couple of snacks and back-to-back meetings. 3:30, there is a snack. And 6:30, there is a wrapping up of work. He's mentally drained and here's a podcast. There is dinner. And by 10 p.m., he's sleepy, but he wants to finish some episode. Then 11:30, he goes to bed. So can you type in which are the good habits and which are the bad habits? And is there anything that can be improved so that Rohit can sleep better? Okay, Chandan, all needs to be improved. Strong coffee in morning is good. Okay. Mm, okay, I did mention strong coffee while still in bed. Just try to read it carefully. No scrolling between food. Okay, that's wonderful. Maximum family dinner at 11:12. 11:12. Do you mean 12 a.m.? Okay, 8:30 dinner. Okay. Anything else? Anything else you spot? Podcast is good. Good. Wonderful. Murli. Yes. Yes, 6:30 p.m. wrap up with Swasthya podcast. Yes, we have wonderful podcasts here. Zavit sir, not good. Yeah, need to correct it. Okay, what can he correct? Somya, Dr. Somya. Parul says 9, 3 and 11:30. Okay, 9, 3 and 11:30. Yes, yes, correct. They need to be improved. Wonderful answers, wonderful answers. So that shows you have already learned what I have taught. That makes me feel happy. Yes. So yes, maybe morning strong coffee can be. Can he have that? He can have that, but he has to get up in the bed, get up, get some sunlight, what I discussed, and then basically he can start his coffee, right? Yeah, couple of snacks can be there, but it has to be healthy. But there is a question: does he need snacks? Why does he need snacks? Maybe the sleep was not right. Correct? Again, snacking. All this snacking can actually help him sleep worse. Right? Start 1 hour early. That's great. Wonderful. 6:30 is a wonderful habit that actually rejuvenates his mind. Correct? Dinner might be healthy, but yes, he needs to stop scrolling. 10 p.m. sleepy. Yes, I'm also almost sleepy. By 10:30, he needs to wind up. Yes, that's how he can start early, get some sunshine, get some workout done, right? And maybe episodes, yes, of course, he can watch, but not every day. He can watch in the weekends, right? He can be productive in between, maybe 30 minutes. That's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful answers, right? Let's see. This is just the starting. So I was just getting warmed up, right? If you want to achieve your health goals, no, you must not miss this challenge. So this is a wonderful challenge we are hosting from Tuesday. You need to go to your coach and ask how can you participate in this, right? 8 to 12th of July, this Tuesday it is starting. And this can be life changing for your productivity, professional and health goal. Everything, basically, right? If you want to improve your sleep or let's say make it much better, let's do it together. Let's you know enroll for this workshop for 5 days. It's like a challenge, and let's do it together. This can be very very inspiring, right? If you have any questions, you can ask. Thank you so much. Get back to your coach, right? And you can ask for the sleep challenge. I'll stop sharing and thank you so much. Back to you, Ekta.